Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Hutan Pantai. I have loaded the next batch of prefab walls, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 here. So let me take them down to the come on, why do I keep forgetting words? To the train station where I have the previous batch already waiting, and then I have 4 more pallets to load, and then we're gonna have all prefab walls ready for loading at the train station, which means that I'm gonna be able to sell them, I think, next month in April. Does April have the best? I think April has the best price for prefab walls. I gotta recheck, but if my memory serves me correctly, it's about right. And as I said, luckily the train station is not too far, so it's gonna be a short journey. But the most time I use for I use the most time for loading and unloading, actually, so it's travel time is actually very short. And if I say actually one more time, there's gonna be 46 actuallys in this rhyme. Hey, this song. Everybody knows this song. Okay, I think this is gonna be quite alright. I should unstrap everything like this. Let's get back into the forklift. Okay, so I wonder if this is gonna be any easier to load or unload. Now that the pallets are oriented the other way. Well, yeah, actually. And actually again. On a bump. So this is a lot quicker than the previous batch went. So let's see how this looks from the outside. I know that the controls are kinda quick. I would have to set up the sensitivity on this one, but fine. And look at that, the train. So it has one flat car. Which sounds like I'm gonna have to rent 2 trains to sell all the materials. Well, if it comes to that, I'm simply gonna lease 2 trains to sell everything. And I am expecting to make so much money that it won't really matter if I use a bit of my income for train rent. You know, the actual word renting a train, you get a whole train with everything, and then you use only, for example, grain cart or the flat cart or open one. Yeah, it does seem a bit funny, doesn't it? But I would say it's quite a lot of fun using this forklift with its distinct features. It's actually quite stable for the extension rate that it has at the front. Because when I first saw how much the pallet forks actually extend, I was kind of expecting the forklift to be very front tipsy, so that it likes to tip on the front. Okay, so let's reset curtain, and it's gonna be left front. Open it up, and since I have only 4 pallets left, I believe I'm gonna be able to fit all of them on this front part. Yeah, this just barely fits into the curtain sider. In the meantime, while I was loading these pallets at the sawmill, my worker has finished planting spinach. And I did find a mod for carrots, for carrot harvester, that actually has a storage bin. So some kind of a storage tank. So you don't need to unload it all the time. And I think that's a grand idea, because you know, that harvester that needs unloading all the time, that's a menace. That's yeah, would not recommend. 0 points, 0 stars. In any case, yeah, the other harvester, the modded one, actually has a storage tank. So next time around, if I don't need to have more, what's it called, more straw, I might go with carrot harvester and harvest some carrots. Alrighty then, let's get to loading. There's another thing I need to take care of, and that is my buffalo feeding. They have around 6,000 liters of feed left, which I don't think is gonna be enough to last them throughout the night. So I might be forced to make 2. Yeah, this part is difficult. It's from the outside, from the inside. Come on, you wanna go in? Yeah, that's way too difficult. When you're on a real forklift, you know, you can lean up and down, left, right, and you can see at least where you're putting the pallet. But in FS, with your fixed view, that's a no-go. So has any one of you seen the news about the VR game the Giants produced, where you actually use VR goggles and gloves, and you can use tractors, you can clean them, you can repair them, you can change tires, you can wash them, you can work on combine harvesters. So that sounds neat. Even though I'm not a huge VR fan, but I know that some people are, and I guess it's gonna give you so many options on how to handle things. What, I'm not gonna bother too much because there's so much material here. And I help myself a bit. I know. I'm strong like Hercules. So I guess I'm doing things semi-properly. Semi-proper wise. Once you get the hang of it, it goes quite neatly into the trailer. But I still say that it's nearly impossible to do it from the inside, from the cab view. Maybe if I would have eye tracking software and hardware, which I don't, and I have seen some reviews that doesn't really work very well with FS25. At least it doesn't work as well as it did in FS24. But I haven't yet tried it. I have never used eye tracking software, and it sounds cool. It sounds like it would give you more option of realism, but as I've said, I haven't yet tried it, so can't really say. I believe one of my viewers, John, he has commented on quite some of my videos. I think I saw him use the eye tracking software for American Truck Simulator. So I don't know, Mr. John, if you're watching, would you kindly share your experience, and if you have maybe used it with FS25. Because right now I'm using mouse to look around, and I can use the joystick on my joystick. Well, my joystick has a smaller joystick. So yeah, I'm using Thrustmaster's Farm Sim Task as a joystick, and it's a beautiful device, works really well. Even though I have some button issues, and I'm not sure if that's because of my configuration, but I even though I have set the buttons in Farming Simulator, and the setting is exactly the same as I've used it in FS24, 22, I'm sorry, not 24. Yeah, correction, every time I said 24 I meant 22. In any case, I have set the same button configuration because of course I was used to that config. Some buttons simply don't work in FS25, for me at least, so I don't know. And I've been tinkering around with the GUI of the Thrustmasters, but I can't seem to get it to work. So most of the functions work as they should, but there's two buttons, maybe more. No, actually it's more buttons. There's a few buttons that don't really work. Okay, returning back to the point, I was saying that I use mouse and joystick to look around, and for that I have to take my hand off of the joystick, which means that I can't control my front loader or a forklift and look around at the same time. When I was doing that with the mouse, that was a lot easier when I controlled everything with the mouse. But since I have the joystick, I really don't want to use the mouse, you know, for for controlling my forklifts and stuff, because number one, it's a lot more fun, and number two, it's a lot smoother. Okay. Of course, saving content because I have been rambling for at least 15 minutes now. And the temple is still processing the delivered materials, so I'm not gonna do anything about this. I will jump into this vehicle, and of course I have my tractors up there. So give me a minute while I look at the babies. So we have the youngest, we have teenagers, and we have adults. Where was I? Yeah, I was getting tractors down here. Okay, so now it's time to make 2 mixes. So for a successful mix, 1 bale of silage, 1 bale of hay, and about half a bale of straw, and fill the rest with mineral feed. Yeah, so just to compare, you know, when I used only mouse to control the front loader and look around, it was quite faster, but maybe if I would get used to the smaller joystick on my joystick, the viewing experience might be better. You know, I won't say that it can't be better, but I'm not exactly sure. And yeah, my pile of straw exploded sometimes in the middle between different saves. Okay, slowly start adding this, and done. About half a bale per about half a bale per mix. And I am rushing a bit because I don't have much time today. This, and I need to refill it from this part, and we're done. Good. So I'll repeat this one more time, and that should be enough for my buffaloes. Keep them fed for some time, because we are at 6,000 and we can only put 30,000. This is the highest capacity, and which means that 20,000, we're gonna be at 26,000 altogether. Be right back. I accidentally turned off the tractor. In any case, I have 236 liters of buffalo milk left in the dairy. So I'm gonna take this tanker and dump it into dairy because it has the capacity of 2,500 liters. So I will fit 2,000 in easily. Then I'm gonna skip the night. Next morning, is time to start planting rice, but I will only sell the prefab walls, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Because, yeah, as I've said, I don't really have much time today. but I still wanted to get an episode through. So here we are. And I have to say, after this 1.5 update that Giants put out, there is a lot smoother frame rate, and it's very nice. I think they done something to the shaders, because colors look different. You know, everything looks much more realistic, much more beautiful. So let me check. Buffalo mozzarella, look at that, we have almost a full tank. But buffalo mozzarella, we can sell it the best price in January. Yeah, of course we didn't even have the pallets back then. I'll wait. In any case, see you in the morning, where you can expect loading the train and selling the goods. It's the morning and something strange happened. Look at that. The price went down. But gathered, it is only $600 difference per pallet, so I'm not gonna perish from this. But let's go and call the train. So this is gonna be the first time I do this. While in FS25 I have never rented the train. So you can see train is going to arrive soon. It's 33.7 kilometers away. And the distance is not changing. Okay, it's changing now. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Well, I guess I'll get back to you when the train arrives. The train has arrived, it seems. And the train went on, it seems. That's awkward. And another train. Let me try and catch it. No, not you. Oh! Come back! No, don't leave me. Oh, for the love of everything that's holy. The train says that it's still around 20 kilometers away. Yeah, exactly 20 kilometers away. I am not sure what's up, but it looks like the train is making loops because it doesn't know when to stop. So I guess it went over there and it's probably gonna make another trip. In the meantime, I have started planting rice. Well, a worker started planting rice. So while I wait that something productive happens, while I actually wait for the actual train, and I hope it's gonna stop someday soon. But yeah, I'm gonna have to refill it from time to time, and for that I need to get the Lindner tractor. Anyway, I'll do most of this off screen. I'll just wait for the train, because you've seen this for a couple of times now. We are in year 4, so I think this is the 3rd planting session for rice in rice paddies. I'm still very happy with the water physics they made. Of course it's not perfect, you know, but it's way better than it was. And if the trend continues, you know, you can see the wave that and the ripples that the machine is pushing in front of itself. Yeah, that was completely non-existent in previous FS, so FSS, previous farming simulators. I've seen on the map that the train is coming for another round. It says 14.7 kilometers away. Now I definitely shouldn't stand on the tracks. But yeah, you can see the train. It doesn't seem that I could board it. You know, when you click on a vehicle, it says enter vehicle, and I can't enter the train. So I'm not sure, maybe it's a bug. Maybe it's a bug. Look at that. Arriving. Get off the tracks. Get off the tracks, Paso. Okay, and I'm pressing E. E for enter. No, I was in. Ah, I pressed E one too many times. It's stopping? Is it stopping? Looks like it's stopping. It stopped. Yeehaw! I hijacked the train. I hijacked the train. No, not this one. I wanted to do this. There's a proper cabin here. We have everything. We have the dials, we have throttle, we have brakes. Choo-choo. I'm guessing I'm not gonna fit this all into the or onto the rail car. So let's do what we can. Now tell me, wasn't this something? The train hijacking and and whatnot. Of course, I parked it directly in front of a pillar. I know they are called something different, but I can't remember at the moment what. Right. Let's see what we can do. I was expecting the train car to be a bit closer. A bit closer to the loading station, but fine. And I have to make a screenshot for the video title or the thumbnail. Let me put... Yeah, see? I have problems. My wheels fall down. Gotta make some kind of a thumbnail. Give me a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna load as much as I can like this, and then I'm gonna reshuffle them manually with the super strength to get as many pallets as I can on the actual train, because I'm not sure that they are gonna sell. I messed this one up. I'm not ashamed to admit when I'm wrong. But yeah, look at that. We have so many pallets. So many prefab walls. Gold Crest Valley is gonna explode with construction. Okay, so what was I thinking? I know this is killing the immersion. I am sorry about it, but do this. Hope this is gonna fit into the tunnel. It should. Okay, I will tag back in when I'm done loading. The game is saved, and all the pallets are loaded, and look at how neatly it all came out. I had just the right amount of pallets to fill the whole car. Basically, it would be 2 cars, but yeah. I'm here to do some sketchy, do-da, do-da. About to do some sketchy, no, ooh, I did not account for this. Do all the do-da day. So let me slowly proceed, and if it doesn't go forward, I will simply go backwards. Okay, so I can't look that much to the rear. Do we have other cameras? No, just these two. I guess it's fine. Okay, my dear viewers, we are going on a train ride. Let's close the first boxcar, and here we are. Let's set cruise control. I cannot derail, and we have 16 pallets, so 16,000 liters of prefab walls. Are they still on? Everything seems to be on. And if you pay attention, we are at $28,000. I want to see how far we come. And look at the cherry trees in the bloom. There's quite a steep gradient for a train car. Yeah, boy. Okay, and this is the other train station slash warehouse where we buy the materials we need from time to time. And I am probably gonna get ejected out of the train right about now. The train will now drive to Gold Crest Valley and will return on the other side of the map. We got paid $265,757. So we are sitting at comfortable 293 grand. And with this, my dear viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.